Carroll O'Connor. Oh, Archie Bunker, the most lovable, ignorant, vocal bloke on air. But this assertively prejudiced patriot was a World War II veteran, simply struggling to adapt to the ever-changing world.
Well, no bum that can't speak perfect English ought to stay in this country, ought to be de-exported the hell out of here.
And this was universally important and relatable. And much credit for the development of Archie goes to O'Connor himself, who pressed creator Norman Lear to not have Archie remain unfazed by the countless meathead arguments or back and forths with the Jeffersons. Carroll implored that Archie evolve along with the audience in a real-life manner, cause Carroll also feared that many people weren't getting the nuance of Archie's progression, as his own personal views on political and social issues were actually very liberal. The opposite of Archie's, it was a cognitive approach that catapulted the Archie character into the record books. O'Connor's career began in 1960 with 2 episodes of Sunday Showcase. He'd continue with guest spots on TV throughout the 60s until his breakout Archie Bunker, for which he won 4 Emmy Awards. But Carroll was also obtaining smaller roles in films, like 1963's epic Cleopatra, the John Wayne-led Pearl Harbor aftermath film In Harm's Way, to a more co-starring role in the Lee Marvin 1967 thriller Point Blank.
You're a very bad man, Walker.
After All in the Family, we continued Archie's tale. Who out there enjoyed Archie Bunker's Place? If you did, you'd never forget that terribly sad episode where Edith died.
I had no right to leave me that way without giving me just one more chance to say I love you.
O'Connor later highlighted yet another wildly popular series, starring in the police drama In the Heat of the Night, for which he was also executive producer and a writer for. Sadly, O'Connor's later life was plagued by tragedy, as his son Hugh O'Connor, who also appeared on In the Heat of the Night with Dad, committed suicide in 1995 after a battle with drug addiction. Carroll used this tragedy to spark change, using the remainder of his life to advocate for drug and addiction awareness in PSAs, as well as successfully lobbying California to pass the Drug Dealer Liability Act in 1997. Carroll's final acting appearance was in 2000's romantic comedy Return to Me, as he sadly died the following year at the age of 76. One thing is for certain, Carroll O'Connor is among the television greats in more ways than one.